Sentinels for the acronym there. They are 4-0 in the group so far for this season. Bear that in mind. 16-14 is as far, I should say, as what Strife took them. So if you bear that in mind going into today's game, I really do think Strife have got a chance of taking that map. The big question, how are Disconnected going to perform on map 1 of Mirage?
And we're definitely going to see it now. So we're getting things started. Map number 1, of course, if you're just joining in, it is Strife versus Disconnected. And here we go. Mirage will be the test of time to see where we go with this. Got Kappa Frag and Laz on the mics. A very slow round coming in already from Disconnected. Nothing too adventurous, and they're actually waiting this out, Kappa.
Taking a minute, taking a second. Delta 9 just practicing that crosshair placement, just getting warmed up. So sluggish here.
Yeah, both teams are playing this really respectfully. Like, they're waiting things out. And even look at Aris finally makes a connection, finally makes some bit of information. Disconnected have the mid connector control, so now they're going to push on through Joel's and also Slight. Oh man, you can just hear the USP flying. Nobody's making shots at all. Aris finally makes the connection through the smoke. So that's a good pickup. They take down Silas. This is a good start already.
Oh, look at it, even better. If you're a CT, that is all. Don't do so. Down to the 3-on-3, down to the 3-on-1. One terrorist alive, so quick.
Oh man, it's already over. Joel's gets it. That's actually going to be double kill for both Stamina and Joel, so that's a really good start. Strife going to be able to get a pretty good pistol, all things considered, but the good thing for Disconnected is they do get the bomb down with, 1 or 2 kills. Not too shabby, but we'll have to see if they can do a little bit more. But very interesting pistol round, Kappa, because, like we said, it was a very slow-paced round, a lot of respect from both teams, and then it just seemed like Disconnected wanted to just go really heavy through that funnel of connector.
Yeah, trying to run that back and just sort of see what's happening. Disconnected almost kind of waiting for Strife to step out of line, but Strife not giving anything away and just played that almost the best they could have. They're gunned up as well, rifled up. 3 A1Ss. Fam has the MP9. Speaking of that, though, it's AK's galore for everyone Disconnected, so quite a big round for both teams, lads. And CT Strife is building up here.
Even the force by 2 from Disconnected, that's where we were kind of talking about getting those extra kills and even getting the bomb. They want to decide to go for the force. I don't mind this, but they've already lost one of their players. And Delta 9 was one of the players I was saying that makes big statements. 6C, doing 6C things, gets killed through smokes, why not? Oh, he's going for a little bit more, but he's not able to finish the job with only 3, or getting 2, sorry. Moving it down to only 2, the Disconnected players. Stanislaw will get a little bit of reply back. And they're stuck right now, Kappa. They're in middle. They can retreat this if they want, but they do have a little bit of control, but they don't have any more really utility to work on, and it's going to be Stamina to find it. The poor IGL on a 1-on-3.
Talked of Stamina just being so impactful with those frags. 1 or 2, easy peasy lemons, squeezy, and that is exactly what Stem will say to wrap up the round. Picks up another frag. 2 in a row here for Strife, and that falls up from Disconnected. Well, their econ start to be a bit mentally disconnected, I think, for the time being right now from what they could do, what they could buy. And there you go, save. A couple of pieces of util and maybe some kind of makeshift play here with the big brain of Stan.
There's aggression slide, he goes right through middle. He slices him down. He gets 1. Can he get the second? He will not be able to. Ghosty will get the trade. Some good counter aggression that we're seeing from Strife. So now they put pressure on middle. Now Disconnected have to reconfigure their plan. You can even see they're getting ready for the A ramp. They have 1 flash that's available. That's Stan. So he's going to go for the pop flash. Get his teammates to come on through A ramp and also Palace. If he gets the timing, this could be decent. But again, they're just playing a bit of a retake. They have just 60 by himself in the site.
I'd say 60 have a good position to unspotted there. Doesn't matter though, even really. Oh, nice little 1-team happening off the feed, but I think the feed should go into Choles's rifle, if I'm honest. A1S, good for 1, good for 2, good for 3, and Choles clean up crew on aisle 8. Take out the trash and see another day. Strife continuing furthermore. Stacking the rounds up like Jenga. Disconnected. Well, they've got to pull a block out. And where they're going to go, A or B?
Yeah, that's a big question too, because I mean, what we've seen so far, I mean, it's the first 3 rounds, so not really a lot to work off of, but I mean, they seem to get that mid control. Strife have actually mixed up their playbook a lot. So I think for Disconnected, that obviously makes it a little bit more harder for Stan to kind of figure out what they want to do, but you can even see they're trying to get a bit more aggressive. The counter volley comes in from Strife that actually just becomes a barricade of flames that they're not allowed to pass. None shall pass at this moment. Now the smokes are coming in. So this smoke from Ghosty is going to block off the market window. So in case there is an opera, they think, which is correct, because Slight does have one, but he's on the rotate now, and Aira's going to have to hold this by himself. Flashes are coming in. He's baiting time, and look at this. Look at this, but he's not able to get more kills, but he does some big damage. He inflicts it.
Spammy, Stanley's Lord doing what they can and continuing to inflict the pain. They might even get the gain here. It's a 4 versus 2. They just kept barreling through apartments. I don't want to say, lads, I don't think Strife are ready.
Ooh.
Whoa, 60.
Oh my god. All right. Seeing you. And look at this now. Okay, Disconnected. They're kind of giving up these kills. It's a little bit of miscom. Time is ticking, and if they can get this, 60 might have a chance. It's a 1-on-1 now. He's going to go for it. He picked up a kit. Smoke comes in. Silas waiting, and 60 still wins it!
Shot!
Oh my god! I think he's just gonna get it in time.
He's got it, lads. Yeah,
a round taken away from Disconnected. They had it dead to rights, and it's the individual play of 60 that just comes alive to take that thing away.
And that is what was ingrained in my memory from 60 of the past, and a 60 more mature, just like a good cheese, giving off a way better taste for all the teammates there. And Strife, they're laughing the way to the bank, man. That's a free buy. Then they got an up out of that as well.
Oh man, that's devastation for Disconnected.
That was 4 versus 2.
That was a 4 versus 2, and it was just a little bit of improper positioning, and you can see the comms, I think, from Disconnected. I think they thought that it was over. And now, even Stamina, the fact that he gets this kill, oh, it's becoming more problematic. Good utility damage, too.
So, just to add insult to injury, this is Disconnected's map pick and all.
Yeah, that's not what you want if you're Disconnected. But you know what? We're only in 5 rounds. I mean, but still, like the pace of this is that's something you got to get over the mental hurdle of.
This has been a kick-in so far, just off that 4 versus 2 round alone. Like the mental impact that's gonna cause an oh dear through the smoke right to the dome. It continues. 60 picks up another down to 1 player. Stanislaw. Oh, his bullets gonna be the law. Sending something to turn off the computer thinking about. 18 seconds and oh dear, get that. You know what? Does manage to get across mid and gets the op. I think that's about all it's gonna be, lads, to be honest.
Yeah, we're seeing some really good play from Strife. I mean, again, they're not doing anything too crazy, but they're just getting really good timing against Disconnected. The money's pretty much in shambles. They could try to go for the Force and the Galeos if they want. Don't expect it to be. I mean, they're probably just going to go for the pistol utility, which we will see. They've had that success getting in the B site, but I don't know if we'll see it this time, just given what they have. So it could be the pop at A to see what they can find. And they do have the lurk. I believe that's Silas that's going to wait things out. Okay, so waiting things out.
Just, yeah, all they could do at this point, isn't it? Just thinking, buying some time, almost kind of treating it like that tactical timeout.
Oh, and now look at that molly from Slight. Oh, man, that lands. And they're just running into the crossfire. It's a meat grinder. Oh, and they're stuck. And the bombs have been given away, too, so they know exactly where it is. 1 kill from Stan, another one from Delta, and that is that. That is a 6-0 for Strife, and they make it look easy. We're not really seeing anything big yet from Disconnected, but we do have the gun round that will come back again, Kappa, so it'll be interesting to see. No op, of course. They don't have the funds for it. 5 AKs across. Well, let's see what the plan is. I mean, I'm kind of expecting they should be trying something a little bit more fast-paced. I don't know if this slow pick is working for them.
They've tried for mid-control, right? You talked of like a puggy style. Oh, bit of a friendly knife going off there. Joel's taking nasty nick of damage. But mid-control, the most important if you can get it. But what happens next? You've hit that big point, the big question. The question right now for Disconnected. What's step 2 if mid doesn't work? And it's a straight exit. They've got to get something going. Maybe get some fakes going as well. This exit, they're going straight into sight. And they're being as bold as ever. Look at them go.
Yeah, they finally have some good control, and actually Delta does get that entry, what I was talking about before. Now Ghosty able to help him out as well. So this is a good start now. So they're going to get the bomb down. Strife going to have to get pushed back a little bit. Slight does have the op. Oh, just misses the timing. I think he might have tried to go for the shot, but some good utility usage that will land. Takes down Slight to 56. They should try to contest this. I mean, for the time being, see if they can take down some bodies. That'll be big for them.
No util available either. When you look over Disconnected, so their ability to hold sight going to be minimal, but I think they're going for that save. With the amount of rounds you've got, you can do that. You're comfortable. You're okay. You've got a couple of sick days on the payroll at work. You'll take one for this round and give a little bit of morale support over to Disconnected. Their map pick finally getting that round and having a bit of belief in the selection of Mirage.
Yeah, and it was, again, it was just one of those fast play, you know, that they did. They went for the A ramp pretty much right away. They had the basic execute that worked. Strife were just not ready for it, and they were able to pick up 2 big kills right away. So I think that really allowed them to get it. And they go for the save, which I definitely agree with. It makes sense. You don't want to sacrifice it. I was kind of thinking they might try to, you know, get an exit or 2. We'll have to see. This is kind of an important round because, I mean, you can see the money situation's pretty crappy for Strife. All things considered, even with a 6-1 score. And Slight's already down to 12. Oh my god.
Not a good spot at all. Money though, not fantastic for Disconnected. Sure, they've run around, but still got to be so precautious here. Joel's playing so aggressive, hiding in the smoke, going for that sort of 2KS play at connector. Tension. You could cut it with a knife in the server right now.
Yeah, again, like they're just playing this so slow. There's a lot of respect in this, and it's a little bit interesting. I mean, Disconnected, they had a success when they put some pressure on, getting some map control, and now they're kind of just stuck in the mud a little bit here. You can see that a couple players getting ready for the execute and B Hall, and their utility's quite low. They still have double molly with a smoke being in the hands of Delta. And even Strife, they've leaned on this, and even having Joel's, he's already pushed up in middle. Like, they have all the information in the world, so now they can just completely get grouped up. And now Disconnected, they're going to get kicked out of the door.
Oh, I was about to say they're going to get locked in and the key's going to get thrown away. They're locked in apartments. The landlord's coming in. The rent needs to be paid. Strife, they want their money. They want it now. It's down to the 3-on-2. Like, there's much time. They're going to be through 2-on-1. Delta Nine has to go straight to the plant. No time at all. So let's just break that down 1 second. We talked of mid-control didn't work. They went for that straight A-send. But what went wrong for that apartment push there? Like, they gave up map control so early. I think for me, that was the problem. There wasn't really someone holding mid to have an idea of that flanking rotation. And because of that, they just got trapped in apartments.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you kind of focus on just an execute, it seems like Disconnected are kind of just staying true to, you know, like, okay, we're going to execute B, and that's what all their mind is set on right now. And then again, Strife, you know, they get a little counter pushy, and then they get some information. And like I said, Joel's was already pushed up mid, so they knew there was nobody nearby. So they're like, well, they're going B, so let's just group up and get ready for it. Back to another very slow round. The smokes are going to come in, so that comes in from Stanislaw. He's going to be throwing that off. That will go through connector. And 60 already getting a big, well, I'll call it an entry, I guess, if you want to, but getting a nice first duel that will go in favor. And I mean, Strife have been able to just win these exchanges every time. And And 60 now, he's
Timing.
holding hands. Oh my god. Oh my god, 60! Oh, and his teammates are just covering them. This is beautiful work that we're seeing from Strife. And Disconnected, they're just looking lost. And Spermy now on a 1-on-5.
This is cruel. A noble attempt from Spermy. Gets one, doesn't get the 180 flick on the other, but bad news. If you get that 180 flick, there's someone else there right quick for the next trade, and that's Strife right now. They are bringing all the trouble, all the strife, all of the pain to Disconnected, and I want to say that the worst start imaginable for Disconnected in the best of 3. You lose your map pick, that's one thing, but to lose it as it's looking right now, this is looking like a bitter cup of coffee. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, lads.
Oh man. Disconnected, they're looking like they met their maker, it seems like right now. And I mean, Strife have the half. I mean, they have 8 rounds, and now at the rate we're seeing this could be a big dominant performance. And look at this. Strife peeks 1, they get 1. They do it again, they'll get another kill. Delta finally gets the first one down, takes down 60. And it's a 2-on-4, but... Oh. They have the bomb at least, Kappa, but look at the positioning. They have double flashes with an HE.
Hungry up-and-comers of Strife. So many names that just talking about in that pre-show. Slight, one of them, just trying to step onto the podium. Joel's another, but just sort of a little focus on Slight. Slight's been around the block, and maybe you have not heard of these names off the top of your head, and you're like, oh, this Strife roster. No, this roster goes way back to, you're talking Faint Gaming with 60, you're talking the likes of Recon 5, some of these sort of ancient archaic teams within the ESCA realm going into ESL, and they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and at this game in particular, they're not making mistakes, lads. They're just executing perfectly, and Disconnected. It's such a hard time responding to that and adapting.
Yeah, there's a lot of microaggression that we're seeing from Strife, and I mean, just again, getting the map control they need to. They're getting lots of information. They've done some good investigating, and now Disconnected, they're resorting on just a classic rush B, hold W, let's see what happens. And they do get into the site for the time being, but again, it's a funnel of just absolute mayhem now, and Strife cleaned it up, only losing 1 player. And we're at a 10-1 already.
That is not where I thought we would be at all at this point in the half. I knew Strife were definitely going to bring in a fighting force here today, but this much fight, I don't even think Disconnected expected that. Disconnected talking to them though, they're back in for the bite. They've got the util. They've even got the boomstick back in business here for Stan, trying to take matters into his own hands here.
And I don't even know if that's going to be the answer in this too. I mean,
Right.
I guess it's good that Disconnected are trying something different in their playbook, but we're just seeing them playing very, very slow and not really using any like possession of the map. So again, yeah, and I was just getting production just whispering right here, and it is readable. Like a lot of the things that they're doing are nothing crazy. Like Strife are just, you know, capitalizing on what the information they have, and this is why they're at a 10-1 advantage.
And truth be, we haven't really seen any good fakes. And I'm going to like basic things here. We've seen a little bit of maybe a flash or a smoke, a piece of util, while mid control was being contested early. Stan, talking of the man, does something with the op, gets that first blood, and be a crutch up or not, Laz. This could be the ticket to maybe a little bit more success. And where they are right now, they need rounds.
Yeah, and they haven't even been able to win these opening engagements. So I think out of like what the 12 rounds, there's been 2 rounds that we've seen them get the first duel in their favor every other time. And look at 60 right now.
Oh,
he's already pushed all the way in the back. And now he's just going, hey guys, I know exactly where they are. Uh-oh, he misses it a bit. Good connection. Stan's dead. 60's just going to reload, die midair. That's fine. But you know what? Now his teammates know exactly. Okay. Aris by himself on a 1-on-3. Bomb does get planted with plenty of time. Oh my god, Aris!
No. Stop it.
No, not like this.
Aris, you can't do him like this. This is their round. It's dead to rights. It's all down to 1-on-1. The wall bang took 2 out of the run.
God.
And the blind spray. You see that icon next to that? That's no eyes. That's blindfolded. The frag's still coming through.
Oh man, this is like watching a heavyweight versus a lightweight. Just one punch and they're done.
One punch, man.
Holy, and I mean a position that Ares shouldn't, be in to win. But again, Disconnected are so spread apart from each other. They play these almost one-on-one duels, and they go for it. They're trying to fight it. But I mean, give credit. Ares did get the spam through triple, which was nasty. I mean, he got that player in the red immediately with like first 3 shots. But holy,
man.
Strife are just really trying to make a statement right now.
Absolute disaster. I want to. There's nothing else to say about it. Like, I think 60 was in disbelief when going for that flank at top mid. I think that's why the whiff came through. It was like, is this really happening right now? Am I behind the entirety of Disconnected?
Did the eyes deceive you?
Perhaps.
But I mean, it's just like Strife just seemed to be like one step ahead every time against Disconnected. Like they try something, and again, right back to a slow play. They got the 3 on mid ramp with 2 just kind of sitting bottom of A ramp. And they're just allowing Strife to do what they wish. And Slight's already pushed up on Cat, so he has the op locked and loaded. So anybody that crosses might see a jump boost. I doubt it, but that would be a little cheeky just to get, maybe not instantly killed.
You make a super value point though, Liz, and I love that you brought that to light, is that Strife are staying dynamic. Regardless of getting these rounds, they've not got stale. They're not just holding the same angles and hoping to get a big kill feed and go for the next like play to be on Twitter or be on Twitch. They are staying right on top of it. Every angle's fresh and just baking a fresh plan every single round. Keeping Disconnected guessing, keeping them try to do spicy things. Delta 9 try to do something with mid control. Does clear stairs, but there's 30 seconds. Like, they've got to commit.
Yeah, the clock's running low, and it makes it even harder for your T to go for an execute. So now they're going to start moving and realize time is ticking. Stanislaw getting the first kill. Stamina able to find it. Bomb's already dropped.
2 on 1.
16 seconds left too. And if Slight plays this correctly and disciplined, doesn't
man.
peek, there's no time.
It's
So
like
he has to force the plant.
It's the biggest. Oh my god. Maybe it's not over. Maybe it's not over. 3
I don't think he has
seconds. You
enough
can't.
time.
Can't plan it.
Just get it too. Not gonna matter. Good effort though, Silas. I mean, that to be honest, that was probably one of the best. I talked about him before being a clutcher. That was a decent effort that came in. I didn't think he had the plan, but he got it right down to the last second.
Yeah, that kept us guessing. I think kept everyone in the server guessing as well what was going to happen there. And that's had a lot of similarities to what we saw from that just whole W A push on a buy so very long ago. We're in like the 14th round of this half, and so like I want to say at least 10 plus rounds ago we saw that push happen. We saw a bit of success, but since then there's been nothing. There's been just a couple of picks, a couple of first bloods, but nothing else to write home about. And for me, at this moment in time, I want to see something from Disconnected. I want to see some of that talent we knows on that roster. Go for an entry, please, someone.
Oh no. Okay, so they're either trolling where they're missing their nades and on purpose where somebody's gonna peek, or it's just a misalignment. But we'll see if that's true. But again, look at this. So Strife are allowing them to have the mid control, and this is where some teams get really trapped in this mindset. They're like, oh, we got mid control, this is perfect. But then there's another plan in store, and 60's already pushed up again. He's done this like 3 or 4 times this game. Oh, and they're just getting pulled apart.
It's not been punished, though. You are 100% right. He's done this push over and over against Stanislaw and the gang. Finally able to have some kind of response at middle. Is it too little too late?
It's looking like so. So now Strife have 3 players against the one of Spermy. He's just in the back. Mid boxes. He's going for these fights. Everybody's trying to fire at him. And now you can see the 2 players are posted up in window. And that's going to be a 13-1. We're going in the round number 14 now. So, or round number 15, sorry. That's math is hard, apparently. And now here we go. So this will be the moment to see, can Disconnected pick up one more round to transition into this second half? Or do we see Strife pull up a 14-1?
Math is hard. I'm not gonna lie. If you're a Disconnected fan watching this, map is hard, man. This is tough. This is really tough. I feel for Disconnected though, and I say that for one reason. They have tried to get fresh. They've tried to think outside the box, but nothing at all is working with this dynamic roster. The B push, they're going back to basics, back to B, and they're trying to do something. anything to get that next victory, that next round of double up for this half. 2 frags, looking good for the MAC-10 and having some form of success. Finally.
Yeah, and this is the good thing too, is they're putting a lot of pressure, and this is what I talked about. When they put that aggression on, this seems like they get the bomb down a lot faster. They feel a little bit more confident in the situations, but their post plants haven't been, the favorable for them. I mean, granted, Strife have been able to get away with a few of them that you just don't think they would, and it's back to a 2-2. 60's creeping up on the catwalk, slight close into the market. The volleys will come in, gives the exposure of Delta, and he's dead. So Ghosty, he's exposed, and that is going to be that. That is Strife to take this thing to a 14-1, and we're going to take a quick break while we cool down. Well, we're back. It's a 14-1 Strife really making a statement. And here we go, second half. We'll see what Disconnected have in store for us on that CT pistol.
It better be spit and pure fire, my man, if they want anything to stop from getting to match point. That's all that's got to be in their minds right now. Clear heads, best defense possible. And it's looking like the full set of Ghost ability, trying to put them into the grave with the likes of the USP.
This is interesting too. So now we can see that actually Slight, he's inside the site already. The bomb is making its transition.
I'll just hold an anchor there until they got there.
Okay, but the bomb... Okay, so the bomb does get planted. Disconnected will allow them to have it. So it's still a 5-on-5 retake. Delta's close. Oh, what's the blink an eye and it's over?
E2, E250 just doing work. Clicking heads. You look away, blink, you miss it. Match point already. Immediately as you get into this second half here, and Disconnected have got to get themselves into that right mindset before map number 2, because that is going to be in the menu regardless of how things go through here for this first map here. This one is Disconnected's map pick if you missed that first half. Second is going to be Nuke as we do get there.
Well, looks like Strife, they want to get the job done. They're just going to full commit. They're going to just rush into B. Light spamming away. They're going to be able to get the 2. And now the rotate's coming in. Disconnected to see what they can find. Oh, it's getting a mop up again. Stan with 1 kill. Stan's just playing a whole new game. Okay.
Oh!
Okay, all right. I like it. It's a nice shot. They gotta start moving here, Kappa. I mean, they're like really waiting this thing out.
I was about to say, like, nice shot, but we've got to see a lot more than just one nice shot to get this done. Time is definitely ticking. There's another nice shot. Good one-boy combo, the Deeg. In there with the scout as well. The fake comes in as well. The swing, the white swing with the AK from Stamina. The spray down is going to get it done too. And that is over and out. First map, 16-1.
16-1. We're going to take that short break as we get into map number 2. Don't go away. We'll be back very shortly. We'll see you on Nuke.